think about aliens, you probably think of flying spaceships and strange-looking beasts, depending on which alien movie that you've seen. But given that our solar system is relatively young in comparison to the rest of the universe, 4.5 billion years against 13.8 billion, and that interstellar travel may be very simple enough given enough time, Earth should have been visited by aliens by now, according to the theory. So why have aliens never visited Earth? Scientists have a disturbing answer. Are there aliens out there? Will there be an alien invasion soon? Keep watching to find out more in today's video. Humans often worry if we are alone in the cosmos, here on the small space rock that we call Earth. Even though that question was not resolved, several discoveries appeared to raise the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Findings on Earth's nearest neighbor in the outer solar system and beyond seem to imply that other worlds could harbor species ranging from bacteria to technological beings. Many people on Earth are unconcerned by what ambiguous proof scientists come up with to prove that aliens exist. They believe we've been visited by technological beings on several occasions, citing reports of UFOs and alien encounters as evidence, pretty much all of which have been debunked. True believers got a boost in April when the US Navy published footage obtained by pilots showing strange wingless aircraft flying at hypersonic speeds, looking for all intents and purposes like strange alien gear. Despite the availability of such films, freelance writer Sarah Scholes argues in her book They Are Already Here, UFO Culture and Why We See Saucers, that people should be cautious. Scholes was unable to ascertain whether the Navy evidence indicated alien aircraft after opting to investigate it. But after interacting with leaders in the current UFO culture and exploring our fundamental urge to believe in something bigger than ourselves, she discovered a much more personal story. The human brain is constrained in several ways. Cognitive biases, optical illusions, and inattentional blindness lead us astray when we see things we don't expect to see. One question that has always plagued alien species studies is whether we would be able to distinguish life that is so different from what we see on Earth. Scholars have long advised us to expect the unexpected, urging us to avoid allowing theory to shape our perceptions of what is important. The biochemical signs of life on other planets may differ from those of terrestrial creatures, making them difficult to detect from our vantage point. And as Claire Webb, anthropology and history of science student at MIT, put it in an interview, we must learn to make the familiar strange, looking at ourselves through a foreign lens to continuously re-examine our own beliefs. That way we might be able to gain a greater understanding of ourselves through the perspective of others and perhaps encounter animals from other worlds on their terms rather than ours. What did scientists discover? Why hasn't humanity, that we're aware of, been contacted by aliens? For decades, academics have been baffled by the question, but two researchers have proposed a possible and terrifying solution. Advanced civilizations may be doomed to stagnate or perish before they have the opportunity to evolve. According to the new theory, as spacefaring civilizations expand in size and technical sophistication, they eventually reach a threshold where innovation can no longer keep up with the energy demand. Collapse is the next step. According to the researchers, the only other option is to reject a model of unyielding growth in favor of maintaining equilibrium. But this would come at the expense of a civilization's potential to extend beyond the stars. The argument, which was published in the journal Royal Society Open Science on May 4th, aims to resolve the Fermi Paradox. The paradox draws attention to the contradiction between the vast scope and age of the universe, two factors that suggest the universe should be teeming with advanced alien life, and the lack of evidence that extraterrestrials exist anywhere in sight. It takes its name from Nobel Prize-winning physicist Enrico Fermi's casual lunchtime musings. So where is everybody, says the narrator. Fermi is said to have spoken something about it. In the study, astrobiologist Michael Wong of the Carnegie Institution for Science and Stuart Bartlett of the California Institute of Technology wrote, "Civilizations either collapse from burnout or redirect themselves to prioritizing homeostasis, a state where cosmic expansion is no longer a goal, making them difficult to detect remotely. The observed absence of galactic-wide civilizations would be consistent with either scenario, homeostatic awakening or civilization collapse." The two came up with their theory after looking into studies of cities' superlinear expansion. This research claimed that as cities' populations develop, their size and energy consumption grows at an exponential pace, inexorably leading to crisis points, or singularities that cause rapid growth crashes, followed by an even more precipitous, perhaps civilization-ending collapse. We hypothesize that once a planetary civilization transitions into a state that can be described as one virtually connected global city, it will face an asymptotic burnout, an ultimate crisis where the singularity interval timescale becomes smaller than the timescale of innovation, they wrote. Now, the researchers believe that civilizations on the verge of collapsing would be the simplest for humans to detect, because they would be wasting massive amounts of energy in widely unsustainable ways. This suggests that a large proportion of humanity's early detections of extraterrestrial life may be of the intelligent, but not yet wise sort, the researchers stated. To avoid extinction, civilizations may need to undergo a homeostatic awakening, in which they reorient their production away from unbridled growth beyond the stars and toward societal well-being, sustainable and fair development, and environmental harmony, according to the researchers. While such civilizations would not see space travel, they would not expand to the point where contact with Earth would be likely. The researchers cite a few examples of humanity's mini awakenings that address global crises on Earth, such as the reduction of global nuclear arms stockpiles from 70,000 to under 14,000 warheads, the halting of the once growing hole in Earth's ozone layer by banning chlorofluorocarbon emissions, and the International Whaling Moratorium of 1982. The scientists emphasize, however, that their proposal is only a theory based on observations of principles that appear to govern life on Earth, and that is meant to provoke discussion, introspection, and future work. Their theory joins a slew of other scientific and popular explanations for why humans haven't established direct contact with extraterrestrial visitors. These include the immense logistical problems posed by interstellar travel, the possibility that aliens are visiting Earth in secret, and the possibility that aliens arrived on Earth too early, or humans too early, in the universe's history to make direct contact. Another theory, published in the Astrophysics Journal on April 4th, indicates that due to the vastness of the cosmos, a signal transmitted by one intelligent civilization could take up to 400,000 years to be received by another, a timeline significantly longer than the limited time that humans have been able to survey the heavens. So let us know what you think in the comment section below, and give us a thumbs up by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any updates from us. Finally, go through the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.